To some, that might look like litter in the creek. 99% of the time, you'd be right. But those cans are full of cola, and it looks like a Michelob Ultra. And that's called Trail Magic. People leave them in there and they're cold, so especially if you're hiking past, you can grab one and have a free cold pop. That is Trail Magic, and it's always a welcome sight to hikers. Yesterday we did about a 13-mile day, and it was coming toward the end of the day, and we had about a mile and a half, 1.7 to go, I believe, to the shelter, and it's gonna get down to 23 or 24 degrees, and you know me, there was a hostel right there, 1.7 or so before we got there, for $20 a bunk and breakfast and nice warm room. So judge if you will, but I chose the $20 in the warm bunk and the breakfast in the morning. And today we have about 12 miles to go, but the shelter we go to tonight is called Chestnut maybe, and it actually has bunk beds in it. No heat, of course. What's that?
There's a door as well.
Oh yeah, it has bunk beds and a door you can close. It's a beautiful shelter. It's a brick on the outside. It's got a picnic table inside to sit, make your dinner. So we did duck out of the 23, 24 degree weather last night. It was all frosty on the deck and icy in the morning on the porch of the hostel. Beautiful place. It's called the Bear Garden. And it's simple, but what's weird is all the nights on the trail so far, that's the best night's sleep I've got. Of course, we were the only ones there because we left so early for this thru-hike. Come another month, there'll be 15 people inside there, and it won't be quite as nice. We had all of our privacy, everything. About the top of this hill.
And I got a great night's sleep too.
So it was win-win. Oh, another thing I didn't mention about the hostel was the bathhouse was, he had some problems with the pipes freezing and he had it fixed, but he needed to clean it up more, so we got to shower in the house. And it was nice to get a nice hot shower too, along with the breakfast and comfortable bunk beds. This morning when we started hiking, it was, I believe, 27 degrees. And we see today there's a creek we're gonna have to cross, that the bridge is out. The water's been anywhere from ankle deep to thigh deep. And around 30-some degrees when we get there. I'm hoping it's ankle deep. And we'll just take our shoes off and wade through it and put the socks and shoes back on the other side. I imagine that water would feel a whole lot better in the summer than it's gonna feel today. But we'll see. We're reading on the app that it shouldn't be too bad today. They haven't had a lot of rain up in this area.
Drifter is going to try to cross the Lick Creek. The bridge has washed out, been destroyed quite a long time ago. The ATC really needs to build a new one. But right now it's
Not very deep.
It's not too deep. It's under an inch or under a foot, maybe about 6 inches, but we'll see. They have a rope here to hold on to as you cross, but he's going to try barefoot.
They said it could be a knee deep, it could be thigh deep, could be ankle deep. We got lucky, there hasn't been much rain.
Yep.
Alright, it's going to be cold and we're making junior high schoolgirl noises.
Should be careful.
Woo! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Woo! 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 Ah, that's cold. That's cold.
Nicely done.
Okay. This wouldn't be bad at all if it wasn't so cold. It's probably about 33, 34 degrees. The air temp. I don't know about the water temp. They got a rope to hold, but it's not that. Yeah, it's ice water. I think my feet went numb halfway across. We get up north, I'm gonna have some water shoes or something.
Oh my gosh.
How cold is that?
Oh, it's gotta be. Well, it's not frozen, but it's gotta be 30s. Holy cow, it's cold.
Good job, Blue.
I am so glad it's this low because I can't imagine waist deep, thigh deep. All right, let's go squeeze the shoes out.
Blue has a shoe that's not Gore-Tex, so her shoes dry really quick, because while Gore-Tex will keep the water out, it also will keep the water in. So if you're crossing one of these, I would not cross them with Gore-Tex on, because it'll take forever for your shoes or boots to dry out. Fortunately, like I said, it wasn't that deep. And we crossed, I think, at a spot where it was the shallowest. Like I said, if it's 5 foot deep, I can't imagine. Plus the current would be stronger. But yeah, we were thinking about this bridge washout all day. We knew it was here. Just didn't know how high the water was going to be. The farther up north you get on this trail, the more you have to cross creeks and stuff like this. We'll definitely, before we get up that way, we'll get us some water shoes to put on, because some of them rocks were a little sharp. I was going across barefoot. Kind of slippery with the moss on them too. So we'll definitely be more prepared when we get up north. When we hiked this section 10, 11, 12 years ago, this bridge was still here. It was a good storm to take it out. Well, we're coming to the end of a 11 and a half, 12 mile day, somewhere in there. The last 5 or 6 of it was all uphill. I don't know, 2,000, one of the hills seems like it was 2,000 feet up. And this is one of the cooler shelters on the trail. It's an old fire warden's cabin, and they turned it into a bunkhouse for hikers. It overlooks
Brooks Garden?
Burke's Garden, I believe. You got a picnic table over there. Oh yeah, we'll go look at the view first. That's a beautiful view. Oh, look at that. Very nice.
I will read it to you.
Oh, Blue will add some information to it.
A clearing in the trees to the north looks down on Burke's, Burkes, Burke's Garden, a very fascinating geological formation. The valley to the north, which looks like a giant 8-mile by 4-mile crater from above, was formed by a limestone sinkhole. The valley has only one natural outlet in the north and only 2 roads leading out of it. The AT to the north walks along the rim of the garden for the next 8 miles.
That information is in the Far Out app that we use, like a map for the trail, and it's a satellite, so you don't have to have a cell phone signal. Let's go check out this fire warden's cabin. If I remember right from a 2014 hike, there's bunk beds in here. You know, Drifter's thinking this would be a good place for the people who cut that grass back there to leave some trail magic. Chestnut Knob Shelter, elevation 4409.
Salute.
Well, looks like I was right about the bunks, but I could have been very wrong about the trail magic. Take the guy upstairs bunks. I thought they were bunk beds. Apparently not. But this works. This works well. Got some windows so it lets some light in. This is just some idiot leaving his trash. And I say idiot because he could have packed that out.